Today we're going to talk about something a little heavier, a little different. And I think everyone who's listening is mature enough and you guys are adult enough to be able to talk and discuss it in a rational manner. And today we're talking about Riley Cooper. So in case you don't know, Riley Cooper is a wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was out at a concert. He probably had a couple of drinks in him. He was hanging out with some folks. I don't even know if they were people that he knew, but Riley Cooper dropped the N-bomb, and it was recorded and thrown onto YouTube. Okay, now months later is when the backlash happened. He didn't actually get into any actual trouble for it until this last week. Last week is when everybody came down on his head for saying that, and rightfully so. I never judge people on how they feel about whatever it is. How you feel is how you feel. Now, what happens afterwards, how you react, is what you can be judged on. So once everybody found out that Riley Cooper said the N-word, I mean, he said and people are enraged, incensed, is what their mindset is. And the Eagles, the team that he plays for, they took some steps. They fined him, so he lost money. It was like $10,000. It was a really big paycheck. He also was forced to go to counseling. And understand that again. And then that's a public relations situation for the Eagles, because the Eagles also had Michael Vick, convicted felon, and he had to go through counseling, some other situations like that. Now, the problems that I have with it is a lot of people are, how do you put it? They want a higher form of punishment for the guy. Now, remember, he hasn't committed any crime. He didn't do anything to anybody. He didn't even say it to anybody. He was saying it at a general crowd at a concert, and they're talking about they wanted him to be banned from the NFL, which I think is absolutely insane. He hasn't done it. He didn't hurt anybody. Yeah, you were offended, but I can almost guarantee that there are more people who are calling for that. And like I said, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I can almost guarantee they probably had said things much worse, or behind closed doors, or something equally as bad as to what he said. And the big problem is a lot of people hold athletes and hold actors and politicians and all these people who are in the spotlight to a higher standard than they hold for themselves, right? So, it's because they're role models to my kids. I mean, you're the parents. You're supposed to be teaching your children. You don't let some random athlete or actor or actress mold your children. That's not who they are supposed to be molding their life out. You are the role model for your children ultimately. And I think that a lot of people have been overly active, just overly zealous about the actions that should be taken against the man. And I personally think that is just a bit much. Now, the other problem I had was Michael Vick. And like I said before, Mike has been in much worse trouble. He is a convicted felon. He spent 18 months in prison. Served his time, rightfully so. But even him, of all the people on that team that I thought would have at least extended an olive branch to somebody that is in trouble and has all of these people coming down on him, I would have at least guessed that it would have been him. And to Mike's credit, he did say some earlier comments about, it was in-house and we're going to keep them, we'll take care of blah, blah, blah. But the next day they asked him about it and he was like, I thought I knew him, but obviously I don't. Like, very dismissive and disowning of the guy. And of all the people, like, I supported Mike, not what he did, just that I thought that he should have another chance in the NFL. And there were many people calling for his head. So, I mean, I was extremely disappointed in how he acted, and I just think that a lot of people are being just entirely too harsh on the guy.
See, we only like music that rhymes.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys, and please do not be upset. I was not trying to dismiss or be disrespectful to anyone out there. Please do know that I was just simply stating how I felt about the subject. So please do not be offended. I'm not that guy. If this is your first time watching the video, please click the video on the right hand side so you can subscribe, so I can continue bringing more of this hot fire content. And always, guys, if you like the video, click the button down there. Also, leave the comments down there. I want to hear what you feel about that guy dropping that word and what should have happened to the guy. And as always, I want to say thank you and thanks a lot, guys.